as it'll be the Riverhogs of Melbourne taking on the Bisons of Toronto.
Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said that.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Looking to throw. Rich. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Harris returning.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good gain.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 1st down. Rich. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play.
He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. to throw. Rich.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw on second down, Rich. And this is good for a first down, his second grab in this NFC Championship bout.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bisons have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd down in the yard.
Looking to throw. Rich. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Rich. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's a throw, right side, taken in by his tight end. This is good for a first down. His second grab in this NFC Championship bout. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete here.
Their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They're going to look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. He finds his man, complete. It's Wells. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Rich. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
It's 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rich. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Rich. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Rich. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rich. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun. Rich. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 5. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Rich. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rich to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a short return to the 6-yard line.
And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Look at the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete.
Now inside the 25.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards.
And the Riverhogs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Rich. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just...
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. It leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now a give right side. Monroe. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
On 1st and 10, Rich. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and 16.
Back to throw. Rich. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10. At the 13-yard line.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Monroe. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
They'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Riverhogs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
On first down, Rich.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Melbourne ready to go again on offense. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start first and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and 1.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Rich. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
3rd down and 13.
Operating from the gun, Rich. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rich. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Holiday. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Rich. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich, his throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Melbourne ready to go again on offense.
When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out, just what you said?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken it around the 40. A beautiful fake. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
They'll try the left side. Holiday. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Rich. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a...
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 30 yards out. And the Bisons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
An extra point forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wells. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Holiday. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ballgame.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now we've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this would probably get away from them.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Rich, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right.
Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bisons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back to throw again.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Wells. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They're going to look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Well, they had to take one. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Rich. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They need a touchdown to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bennett. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now a throw here to his running back.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's caught inside the 20.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
Here we go, 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we may very well be heading to overtime. So this drive spans 7 plays.
These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the fourth quarter as the kick is away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on second down here.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Back to throw. Rich. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Looking to throw. Rich over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the Magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
6 yards on the touchdown run. Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now. And got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he knocks it through. Those are the runs the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get rolled into those guys on offense and find a way to roll through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? It looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse. That gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny. But they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go out to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yeah, a couple of the more memorable ones for sure.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Rich. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And, Charles, those overtime rule changes, this is where we really see their full effect. Here they got a chance to answer and keep the game going on their first possession of OT. And now, after that last stop, They can win it right here with any kind of score.
And what a victory that would be, Brandon, because if they can come all the way back from the brink of defeat and end up with a win here, imagine that. To even reach this point, how about the resilience, the fortitude? And you would expect that from a playoff team, but they still had to exhibit it. Now they have to go out there and win this ball game. Sudden death finally in play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.